Welcome to this Managing Leading Insight video, which is number 6 of 21 from the Dear Manager Leader series. My name is Steve Hobbs, or Dr. Wealth. The theme of this video is, when holding staff accountable to inspired standards and consequences, you advance excellence. So I suggest as you listen to their request, pause the video after hearing the statement. You'll see a pause button pop up for you. At that point, jot down at least one action you will take to fulfill this request from your staff. That's before listening to ideas we share with you. So this is number 6 of 21. Dear Manager Leader, it's important you hold each of us accountable to inspired standards and consequences agreeable to all. So let's expand on this request. From real situations, the concepts and practices of accountability and responsibility are ethical fundamentals for the organization of great work and are frequently mentioned by staff and manager leaders as practices worth improving. And therefore, this ask. Now here's a way of looking at accountability. It's the ability to account for the assigned competencies within your job profile and those who directly report to you as indicated on the organization chart. So your assigned competencies, these are the actions that you need to take to fulfill the job that's been assigned to you. If you're a manager leader, obviously, you have other people who are reporting directly to you, and therefore they have their profiles, they have their accountabilities as well. Now, when it comes to responsibility, it's the ability to respond to the assigned conceptual and practical actions within one's job profile and those assigned when working with others. With competencies, there's both concepts and practices that are associated with each of the competencies in your job profile. What you need to do is gain the understanding of the concepts as well as demonstrate the skills or actions that are practical to your job profile. Which also means is that there are times when you reach outside of your accountabilities and interact with other people as well, and that is part of your responsibilities that have been assigned to you. Now let's move from accountability and responsibility to some real situations around inspired standards. The concept and practice of inspired standards has been forefront in the work of great organizations, albeit in different terms like how do we do our business, how we treat our staff, how we treat our customers and clients. Below here is just an example from the Virgin Company, Richard Branson talking about the way you treat your employees, if you'd like to look it up. To look at the word standards, use the following guide. It's meant to illustrate more than it is to provide such a perfect definition that you would write it down and memorize it. It's meant to guide you in understanding the concepts and practices shared in this video. So let's just look at the word standards here. They're the voluntary description and explanation for advancing excellence in the organization of iconic work client products, services, and experiences that include characteristics such as consistency, effectiveness, interchangeability, quality, relevancy, repeatability, and safety. These characteristics are in combinations where applicable. This definition of standards that I'm using here pertains to your organization, within your organization. Obviously, there are industry standards and they have the notion of compliance surrounding them. I'm speaking about standards that you're setting up for your organization. And therefore, there's this concept of inspired standards, and that is the move beyond working from this technical, mechanical statements that frame this head speak to inspirational, joyous statements that frame heart-head speak. Let me give you an example. You might see a statement like this: we always provide excellent customer service. Yes, there's a standard there. It's always and excellent, and it's about customer service. If it's written slightly differently, you might see something like this: we commit to co-create appreciative customer experiences that further their return. It's different in that you're co-creating it with your customer. And what you're doing is you're creating experiences that are what we would call customized services. And you're doing it in such a way is to get them to return. There's an inspiration there to co-create it and then deliver it, and then to get the client to return because they thought it was just a great experience with you. Now, what this inspired standards brings up is this concept that words matter. And when your staff help write the standards, you gain their inspired agreement. Now, based on their inspired agreement and having written the statements, the words really matter because with their involvement, there is acknowledgement, alignment, encouragement, which equals engagement. And then what you do is hold each person accountable to the applicable inspired standards that have been written. The same is true for customers and clients. Their involvement in co-writing the inspired standards for iconic work client experiences is an excellent story to share into the marketplace. And then help clients be great clients according to the inspired standards they agreed upon. Now let's turn to the consequences of work, which was the second part of the request. And I'm just using some illustrative statements here just to make a point. Decisions plus action equals behavior. Behavior plus measurement equals performance. Performance plus results equals consequences. And so the question is, are the consequences agreeable to all? Then, if they are, hold everyone accountable to the consequences. And if the consequences are not agreeable to all, just work back through these statements and find where the bottlenecks appear. Correct them, work back through the statements, then get to the point where consequences are agreeable to all. As we start to close off this video, realize agreement means your staff approve and support the work and will move forward with you. They are inspired to do their work, to fulfill their accountabilities, and receive the consequences of their work. Also realize your staff are really asking you to help them to help you manage and lead them. In other words, they are, through these requests, really asking you to involve them in the best ways in which you can manage and lead them. They have ideas. Listen to them. These requests are hints at what they are looking for from you and are willing to help you to deliver on to help them. And now, I encourage you to book a virtual coffee meeting and let's connect for 15 minutes or more and explore your managing leading requirements and requests. Here is the website where you can find the virtual coffee meeting form. So I look forward to reading your request and let's have that conversation. Other coordinates to get a hold of us here at Wealth Learning, the website, the blog. If you wish to contact us through Twitter, also Facebook, and of course, here is the email address that's available to you at any time. And so thanks very much for watching the video and take care.